Hey chickies! Okay, so today we are going to be doing some water marbling, and you could probably hear fear in my voice because I don't believe I'm very good at it. So I've done it a couple of times, yes, but it's simply trial and error. A couple of tips. I'm going to give you a couple of tips of things that seem to work for me. Yeah, basically. So what you're going to need is a cleanup brush. You're going to need a cleanup brush for sure. One of the things that I do to make cleanup a little bit easier, and I know that some people might think this is crazy, is use some cuticle oil. And what I do with the cuticle oil, I get a tiny little paintbrush like this one, and I paint just around the very edges of my nails. Trying not to get the cuticle on my actual nail, although I don't believe it's really that big of a deal if I do, but trying not to get it on. So just right around so that the sticky tape will still stick around your nails. And I'm just using regular old sticky tape. And basically what I do is I get a long enough piece to wrap around the very start of my nail. So the side of my nail, and then I wrap it around underneath and come up on the other side. So that's why you don't want to put cuticle oil around here, around sort of here, because you want that sticky tape to stick. So then you get another piece and you go over the top of that, like so. And you wrap it right around your finger, like that. So that it sticks onto the sticky tape above. So like that. Trying not to let it actually sit over your nail, which I have just done. Okay, so that should be fine. Okay, so you want it off your nail. See, I've done that, but it should be fine. We'll see. Pull it back a little bit like that. Anyway, makes your fingers look really, my fingers look old today. Anyway, so it's because my lighting's terribly harsh. They don't really look that old normally. Anyway, so I've done a pretty good job of painting my nails with Sally Hansen White On. So, and Mucking Fuster says this too. She uses white base pretty much all the time, she says, because it just makes your colours pop. Now, I have my cup of water, which I filled up with just normal tap water. I filled it up yesterday in preparation for doing this tonight, and I just let it sit there. And that's, you can see that I've used it for water spotting and water marbling and all sorts of other things. And it's just a regular plastic cup that I bought for one of my kids' birthday parties, and then I nicked it. Well, I nicked one anyway. So, and I don't tend to change the cup. I just change the water. But when a lot of people use bottled water, but I use tap water because I can never remember to buy bottled water because we've got pretty good water coming from our taps. So I just fill it up and then I let it sit, and that usually makes it pretty good. But what you need one of the most important things that I've found is that the temperature of the water, you want it to be room temperature. And this is room temperature. I mean, it's kind of cold because the room's kind of cold, but because if it's too cold, the polish will dry too fast in the cup. So there you go. One of the biggest problems I have with water marbling is I tend to do too much work to it, as in I tend to play around with the polish in the water too much and then end up with a weird pattern. You need a skewer like this. Mine's quite a long one. It's like a barbecue skewer. You can use an orange wood stick as well, but I kind of like this. And I've got you can see that's a build-up of polish at the end of it. So, okay, let's get into it. Chelsea Rose, and then with Neon Nectar, which, oh God, it's just so dreamy. And then Lemon Lightning. If I can just get the drips off the brushes a little faster, I think we'll be fine. And then I Laven Dare You into that hole. Just as long as you get it into the middle of something. And then Mitten Madness. And then Chelsea Rose again. Come on, Chelsea Rose. And then Neon Nectar. So you want to get a bullseye. That's what you're going for, so you can start a design. So this is why you have to try and do this as fast as you possibly can. I'm going to go with Mint Madness again because I really like that colour. And then we'll go with some more Lemon Lightning and hope to... Gosh, it gets off the brush faster than it did last time. Very good. And then some more Neon Nectar, because that seems to be the good spreader in this bunch. And then some more Chelsea Rose. And then some more. I Laven Dare You. I Laven Dare You to get this marbling done. Toot, sweet, quick, smart. And then the last one will be a bit more neon nectar. So I'm going to start off like that. You start from the middle and then go out, and you can anchor the polish to the side of the cup by just sliding it up. And we're just going to do a basic design tonight because I am not very... try and start not from the actual edge of the where you start of where your rim starts. Like when you put your stick into the polish, try and start it sort of like on the second rim rather than the very outer rim, because you'll end up actually pulling it away from the side. So I'm going to do 2 fingers at a time. There you go. And I'm basically just going to dip them in like so. I'm sorry, the angle is really crap. I'm going to try and find and go like that. You keep your fingers in there for a couple of seconds. Blow in the water if you have to. It's like that. And then you can use your stick to clean up around, just so that you don't pick any up on your nail accidentally. So when you pull your nails out, oh gosh, that looks so pretty. Oh, I haven't done such a bad job. Okay, I'm going to try and fast forward through the rest of it. I really hope if you have any questions, just shake your hands. Oh, and to take the tape off, just get a tiny little pair of scissors, or a big pair, but I use a tiny little pair because I think I've got more control. Get your little scissors and just run your scissors up from behind, underneath like that. Try not to cut yourself, and you cut that bit there. And then you can either get a pair of tweezers or you can just use your other fingers, and try and pull it away towards your hand, not towards the front of your finger, because you don't want the tape to accidentally ruin your gorgeous design. God, if I sound shocked, it's because I am. Because this doesn't normally work for me, and I don't even know why I'm trying to teach you guys, because I'm not an expert. But we live and learn, and we learn from each other. That's the way I say it. So there you go. That doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna do the other hand. I'll show you still how I'm doing it, but I'll probably fast forward it and give you some music. But yeah, otherwise this is going to be a super long video, and I know some of you really don't like it when they're too long. So, but watermarbling is a process, I swear. So we're going to do the other one, and I'll fast forward it.
Distant flickering, greener scenery. This weather's bringing it all back again. Great adventures, faces in condensation. Going outside, take it all in. You said too late to start with your heart in a headlock. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start with your heart in a headlock. You know you're better than this. We're a different pair, just something out of step. Throw a stranger an unexpected smile with big intention, supposed to agitation. Always on about the day you should have played. You said too late to start with your heart in a headlock. I don't believe any of it. You said too late to start with your heart in a headlock.
Okay, chickies, we are done. I just wanted to quickly tell you about the Ethereal Lacquer Blossom collection that I used to do this water marble. They are simply the most beautiful creams in all the world. Firstly, Chelsea Rose, Mint Madness, Neon Nectar, I Laven Dare You, and Lemon Lightning. They all 5 of them glow under my black light, so you know you're going to see a glow in the dark shot at some point. I've, as I said, had a mishap with the corner of this particular nail here, so I put a dot there, and I had a cat hair here and I couldn't get it off without ruining it, so I put a dot there too. So these are the things, sometimes you just need to improvise. That's just the way. So you can tell from this video, I am not a very good water marbler. what we all need to do is create some sort of movement towards Mucking Faster and tell her to make a YouTube channel where she just does more water marbling and shows us all how she does it, because she does it perfectly every single time. I will link her details in the description box if you don't know who I'm talking about, although I'd be really shocked if you don't. She has a blog and and an IG, so we need to get her to do a YouTube channel, quick, smart. Although she is training to be, at school to be a doctor, so I'm not sure how quick our window is to get her to do that. So I hope you really like this tutorial, or even though it was kind of crappy, I appreciate that that everybody wants to learn how to water marbling, and kind of so do I. So I'm still learning. I am still learning all of this. So thank you very much. If you did like it, I'll be really, really happy if you gave me a thumbs up, although I don't blame you if you don't. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to, although you probably all unsubscribe after seeing this video. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, all under Oh My Gosh Polish. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Tickies. Oh, new poll coming up very soon.